Hello, everyone.
Hello.
We are
Heart&Seoul podcast.
Okay, so we're coming to you again from Incheon today. We're at a beautiful cafe.
Yeah, this place is amazing. I
Yes.
love this place. I think for now it's one of my favorite places.
Yeah, me too. Nature Forest in Incheon. This place is very special because on the second floor, there are private sauna rooms
Yeah.
that you can rent.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're very
With the
luxurious.
bath and everything.
They have so many cool things up there. They've got there's this new thing in Korea. It's like a body dryer. So you stand on it and it blows air and dries your body. So no more sweaty butt after a shower.
Yeah. I love it. No, I love this place.
No, me too. There's actual saunas in there too, beautiful little saunas in there, and there's like a big bathtub and shower booth, and some chairs you can chill. They've got the stylus for your clothes. You hang up your clothes in there, and then they're fresh when you get
I
out.
will post a video on TikTok because I made. Do you remember? You helped me to make the video.
Yeah.
I made a video for TikTok, so I'm going to edit, and I will upload during the next week. Maybe when you see this podcast, it's already uploaded.
Yes, because I have to upload this today.
Yeah.
Because we're late this week because we've been so busy. Okay, so what is our topic today?
Visas.
Visas. This is a topic that anybody wanting to come to Korea specifically will be interested in because we can give you the goods on what it means to actually get a visa. And I've got my references here. So we're giving you current information.
Yeah, because these days many people are trying to get visas to come to Korea.
Yeah.
And they always think the easiest way to come to Korea is getting E6 visa or
Working holiday.
Or a student visa.
Or a tourist visa.
Or tourist visa. But if they want to live, need more than tourist visa. But it's not that easy. It's not as easy as you think.
No.
Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay. So, first of all, whether you're coming here for love or for career or for you want to see some K-drama dreams happening, there is a visa for every type of person that wants to come and live in Korea. So today we're going to give a full breakdown of what each visa is and even how to get into the application process. So strap in because it's a lot of information. The first and the most popular visa for people to just come to Korea is the tourist visa, which is actually, the denomination is C3, C-3. C3 visa is a tourist visa.
It's short-term stay. Is 90 days stay. Actually, there are some countries...
Up to 90 days.
Yeah. There are some countries that don't require that to get this visa. For example, Spain, you don't need to apply for the tourist visa.
It's automatic for Canadians too. Yeah. For Canadians
Spanish,
too.
Yeah.
3 months.
For Spanish people, it's automatic. You just come and you have 3 months if you come here. But you need to take the flight ticket.
Yeah, for the way back.
For the way back,
yeah.
Exactly.
So this visa is really good if it's your first time coming here and you just want to scout it. You just want to come and check out Korea. Maybe you just are coming as a tourist, and that's fine. But it's very important to note that it is illegal to make any money while you're here on a tourist visa. You can be deported for that. So yeah, there's no work allowed whatsoever.
The thing is you get deported, it will be hard for you to get a visa in the future, and also Korea will not allow you to come back to the country during long time.
Yeah. So you want to go about it the right way. There are people who do tourist visa hopping. So what they do is they come here, they work under the table, and then every 3 months they leave the country for 24 hours, and then they come back and get stamped for another one. However, I know recently someone told me, you told me about someone, who did that, but did it too many times and went in the middle part of the visa, 기간? What's 기간?
Yeah,
what's 기간 in English?
Term?
During the visa term, she went in the middle and she went abroad to go on a trip. And then when she came back, they flagged her because they were like, you've been doing this too many times and your visa's not even finished yet, so why are you leaving? And then she got deported.
Yeah, and also, for example, if you want 3 months visa, okay, 3 months as a tourist, some people what they are doing are they just leave the country for a few days. They go to Japan, China, Vietnam, Thailand, wherever, few days, and then come back to Korea, and again they renew 3 months.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, 3 months. But the thing is, if you do that many times, even if the middle of the term you don't go out, it's okay. You stay just fully 90 days in Korea, and then you leave and come back and stay fully 90 days. If you do more than twice, they check on you.
Yeah.
They really check on you, and maybe you are not allowed to come into the country because they think you are doing something illegal. The first question they ask is, what are you doing here? Why you go and come back? Are you working illegally here?
Right, exactly.
And they check everything, your social media, your everything.
And also, there's a lot of times like people will do the tourist visa and they'll work at English schools, hagwons, under the table though.
Yeah.
So not officially, but then what is happening is immigration goes into those schools and checks to see if everybody has an E6. I think it's not E6. What's the teaching visa called? D2 or something. Anyway, we'll get to it.
Yeah, we are going to check it.
Okay, so let's move on. The second visa, which is actually the visa that I came to Korea with, is the working holiday visa, H1. So the purpose for this is for travel and work for young adults. It's a 1-year, non-renewable. You can only do it once in Korea. And this is for people from age 18 to 30. Now, I was turning 28 when I got here. So I was just squeaking in right at the end of when I was allowable to do it.
You cannot do if you are going to turn on 31 the same year.
That's right. And then also, it's not every country is eligible for this. So you have to go in and check if your country of origin is actually eligible for this visa.
And also they requires you to have some amount of money
Yes.
in your bank.
Yes.
And you need to write a letter about what you want to do in the country.
Yep.
And if you work, it's only midterm, like Arbeit.
Yeah, you can get part-time work. You can't get full-time work.
Not full-time.
But it is quite flexible, and it's really good because you get a chance to experience the culture and earning a little bit of money so you can like pay for yourself to be here. So it is actually a really nice first option. Now, the H1 visa is not a path to long-term stay. Exactly. You will have to move to another type of visa, and it's not that easy to switch from this visa to a different type of visa. So you have to have, like, we'll get into what the other visas are, but what a lot of people do, they do the working holiday visa, and then while they're trying to figure out their next move, they switch to a tourist visa for temporarily if they haven't found something already. So that is also an option, but again, you can't work on a tourist visa legally.
Also, something you need to know about this visa, the working holiday visa, is you are not allowed to work in entertainment. No, you can't.
You can't do any modeling, acting, or any of that stuff.
Any work in front of camera, and also it's only once in your life.
That's right. That's
you cannot take
1 year non-renewable.
You cannot take more. Only once.
Yeah. Okay. So that's working holiday. Many people come here on the working holiday. That's super, super common. The next one is the E2 visa, which is the language instructor visa, which is the one that I was trying to touch on before when I accidentally said E6. E2. E2 is our teaching English or another language in Korea. It's a 1 to 2 years, and it's renewable visa. Now, this is for people who are native speakers of the language they're going to teach, and they must have a BA.
Yeah.
Not that uncommon to have, but like for me, for example, I don't have a BA. I have an associate's degree, and then I also have my certificates as an esthetician and nail artist. So together, it's enough time to be equivalent to a BA. But I am not an English teacher, so it doesn't matter.
But the thing is, this also is not easy to get.
It's not easy
because normally the language companies or the schools or the academies, they don't make the visas.
Well, okay.
They just want you to have the visa and then they give to you the work.
No.
Not many. It's not that easy to...
Really? Because usually...
Because I asked...
Oh, okay. Because usually, like, they will scout people and they will bring them here and they help them get the visa and everything.
But it's just few percent. It's not that.
Really?
Yeah, it's just few percent.
Maybe it's changed because
13
years ago when I first came here, that's how it went. There's agencies that help you get a job and they help you get your visa and everything like that for the E2 visas.
Yeah, but in the past there were not that many foreigners here.
Now there's so many.
There's so many, so they are not going to do the visas.
Yeah, and actually they also really want to start hiring more F6 people, which we'll get into what F6 is. We'll get into what F6 is. But now, yeah, having E2 visa is a little bit different now. Now, a few important points to mention about teaching English in Korea, which later we can make a whole video about this. But number one, the wages that are being offered now have not changed in the past 10 years. They are the same now, despite the 3 times inflation that we're experiencing in Korea. So you're not gonna live like a king in Korea as an English teacher. Those days are gone. It's not that way anymore. You know, if you go, like back in the day, it was Japan. Everyone went to Japan to teach English. And then the same thing happened. It tanked because so many people went.
If you want to live as an English teacher, you need to do many different schools and to make a lot of money to live.
Well, usually what's happening is people, like the English teachers, will like start moving up into the college, teaching in college and university realm. Those teachers are making good money, or they start going into teaching in the international schools. But just teaching at Hagwons is not a profitable business for...
And also for YouTube, the kindergarten.
Oh,
and
the stress.
And stress, because you need to move to many different...
Yeah. Oh, you're talking about the Pangwahu program. I taught in Pangwahu for a while because I have an F6 visa, which means I can do whatever I want. But we'll get into that. But basically, yeah, the teaching English is like, it can be very rewarding, like emotionally, because you get to deal with kids. But yeah, not for me. It is stressful work and the pay is very low. However, the one really nice thing about working as a Hagwon teacher, private academy teacher, or an English teacher in general, is usually your housing is provided. Or they give a stipend for your house. So you have a house. So at least you don't have to worry about dealing with the key money. We can have another video about that, talking about what it takes to get...
Because my friend worked in a Hagwon, and
they should be giving her money for her house. No. Well, it still is provided a lot. Especially, I don't know about Seoul, but outside of Seoul...
Maybe depend of the Hagwon and...
Oh, sure.
Maybe, outside of Seoul.
Outside of Seoul?
No.
Well, because you have to think about this. Most people want to move to Seoul. So Seoul doesn't have to make itself attractive to people. They can just be like, yeah, you want to work here? Here it is. Here's the pay, whatever. But to get teachers to go to Daegu, and like Busan's pretty popular, but you know, to get teachers to go to the other cities, they have to make it more attractive for people to want to go there, because usually people don't want to go live in Daegu.
Yeah, maybe outside of Seoul they do, but in Seoul no. Because I have friends working in Hagwon, and no, they just get the pay per hour.
Oof, brutal. Okay, so the really nice thing though about this is coming to Korea is pretty easy compared to other ways if you come as a teacher. But then you're coming here as a teacher, and the schedule can be pretty grueling. It's a lot of energy that you need to use every day to deal with little kids. If you love working with kids, then fine. But if you're not a kid person, don't do it.
But if you work in kindergarten, you will need even more energy, because you need to move from one to another.
Yes. And then the other thing that's important to note about this is that you have to get a criminal background check and a medical exam.
Yes.
Now, let this be known, any job that you want to get in Korea, like if you go work in an office or if you go work in a school, they will do a very thorough and intrusive medical exam. They are going to do an STD test on you. They are going to do x-rays to check your lungs. They check everything.
And you put that stick in your booty.
Oh, I never had to do that one.
I had.
Dang.
Yeah, you
booty stick. Oh.
And
what are they checking for? Parasites or worms or something?
I don't know. But the thing is, the companies pay for you. You pay first.
Yeah.
And they give to you the money back with the first payment.
Okay, so it's, I like that they're protecting the kids, and I like that they want to check your. It's nice that you get your health checked, but some people have said like I felt like that was an intrusion, like invasion of my privacy as a human. But I mean, whatever. Anyway, it's just the way it is in Korea. You have to do a health check. If you can't deal with that, maybe don't come. Okay. Anyway, let's move on. So the next one is the E7 visa. This is the skilled worker visa for skilled professionals like chefs, engineers, content creators. Oh, content creators can do the E7?
Even for behind cameras, like the cameramen, photographers, these kind of people. Yeah.
Any skilled professional, anything that's like that, okay? So qualified individuals with a job offer. You must have a job offer in a specialized field.
Yeah.
Not just anyone can be like, oh, I'm a nail artist and that's a skill. Like, no, that's not how it works. You have to have a job offer in a skilled profession, and then you have to be qualified and you have to prove your qualifications.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you cannot take this visa if you don't have a contract with a company.
Right.
And the thing is, also, it's not easy to get a contract as a foreigner. Why? Because what the Korean people think is, why I'm going to make a contract to a foreigner when I have many Korean people who has the same skill or more or better?
And they speak Korean. Because that's the thing too, right? Most of us, like, our Korean, it keeps getting better, but let's face it, we're not totally fluent. I've been here a super long time, but I was busy raising children. I didn't have access to going to an Ohagwon, which is a language school.
Yeah.
We didn't have the money for that. So, and my ex-husband didn't think that it was that important, obviously.
I just learned with the practice, like you.
Same.
With my daily life.
Right. So, but anyway, so the pros to this visa, the E7 skilled worker visa, are that you can work in a broad range of industries. So if you have a skill, but I'm telling you right now, if you're not speaking Korean fluently, it's probably not a wise idea because you'll get bullied at work. That happens a lot, by the way. Bullying or... okay, here's the other thing too. In Korea, there's a bylaw that protects Korean citizens for their jobs. What it is for every one foreigner that's hired in a large company, there must be five
Koreans.
Exactly, 5 Koreans.
Yes.
So anyway, good.
So it's also hard to get the visa because you need to be really, really, really good with proving it, and really, 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 really good and speaking Korean. Then they need to choose you among all the professional Koreans.
Yeah, and actually a friend of mine we are going to bring onto a podcast coming soon. She just got a job in a big Korean company, and let me tell you, the process of which you have to go through to get hired into a company like this is wild, and I have so much respect for her getting in there. It's really, really cool. So she'll come and
many
tell us.
competition.
Oh yeah,
between people.
She went in and she did an internship with a whole bunch of people, and they didn't hire any of the other foreigners, just her.
Just her.
So anyway, okay, so the other pro to the E7 skilled worker visa is that it can lead to permanent residency. So this is a really nice thing. Maybe not the easiest to get, but if you get in, then you're kind of good. You're on the right track. What are the cons? It requires company sponsorship. So you, like we said, you must have a company that's already scouting you, and also the process can take a lot of time. Yeah. Okay. D2 visa, student visa.
Yeah. This is one of the easiest to get, but also you need money for this.
You need money. So the purpose is for degree programs at universities, admitted students. You have to be already admitted. What are the pros to this visa? You can actually work part-time on this visa after 6 months. So you've been here for 6 months, and after that, then you can apply to get...
Alba too?
Yeah.
Yes, my friend did it.
Because student life is kind of rough, right? Like, you have to have all this money, but you don't have all this money. And then, like, so some people do need to work. But after the first 6 months, then you can. Also, the kids that come here on the student visa are the people that speak Korean the best, I've noticed. Because they're completely immersed in Korean culture and in the language.
But also you can come as a student for Korean language, so you can learn here.
Yes, exactly.
You can study Korean here. And also something you need to know about this visa is, yes, you can do part-time job, but not entertainment.
Yeah, not entertainment.
If you want to do entertainment, you only can use E6
or F6
or F6
or F2.
or F5. No, F5,
F2.
F2. Another visa. We will tell you, but it's a kind of permanent visa without being married.
Yeah.
After being in Korea a long time and after having many years work here, so you can get another type of F. But for entertainment in front of camera, only E6.
Yeah.
Behind camera is E7.
Yeah. Okay, so cons of the D2 visa, the student visa, are that you have to have consistent academic performance. So they are going to be checking that you're making grades well. But I mean, you should be doing that anyway. If you're here spending all this money studying, you should do a good job.
Of course, but some people just apply to live here, but not because they are interested on studying. So that's why they are checking that they are really studying, because they are taking the place of another person who can apply.
That's right.
Can be there.
And you have to be enrolled as a full-time student. This is not for part-time studies. This is for only full-time students.
Yeah.
Okay, next one, let's move on to the D4 visa, which is language training visa. So this is a departure from the D2, basically. It's the one right after. Korean language study at approved institutions. So if you want to study Korean, this is your visa, the D4 visa. This is for language learners that are preparing to eventually work or go to school. So like if you want to go, let's say you want to go to Korean university, but you probably should know Korean first if you're going to study in Korean. So your first step is you go to the language school first, the Olhagwan. You go to a approved language school on the D4 visa. Once you've gotten your Korean level up, then you can move into university and study at a university level on the D2 visa. If you need the D4 first probably to get to the D2 if you're going to study in Korean.
Not always, but depend the university, because there are some universities when you get the D2 they teach you like 3 months intensive Korean classes before start.
Some programs I think.
Few then teach you 3 months intensive Korean classes.
Yeah.
To before start the official.
Yes.
Classes.
Which is nice. So the cons to this one is that there's limited options for working. I don't really think that you can. It doesn't say you can't work, but I think it's very limited what kind of work you can do on this one.
Really limited, like almost can't. Because my friend had D4 and he cannot do anything.
Oh, okay. And then they check your attendance to the classes. Okay, so moving on. The visa that I have, F6 visa. This is the spouse or Korean national visa. This is for foreigners who are married to Koreans. It's for legally married couples. Now, there's an extra point to this. F6-1, this is the marriage visa. I have F6-2, which is divorce, but I got the custody of the kids. So that's why I get to keep my visa, F6-2. The really beautiful thing about this visa is you are free to work in any field that you are qualified for. And it is a path to permanent residency. So I could move on from this visa to an F2, which we will get into in a minute. Cons, there is intense screening and interviews when you first get married, but they don't check again. Like when I first got married, we had to have an interview where we had to speak to the person to and basically prove that we're actually married.
Prove that you can understand each other through the language.
That too, but honestly,
can be Korean or English or whatever, but you need to understand each other.
Right, but I'll tell you one thing. I was actually very surprised because when we did our interview, it was over like this, and my ex-husband and we did not have good communication because he refused to learn English. I was struggling to just do Korean without any help whatsoever. And they do scrutinize your relationship a little bit, but I actually was surprised at how easy it was.
Yeah, maybe because
that was 13 years ago.
Yeah, many years ago. These days, many people are faking relationships just to get the visa, so they are more hard now in this. They do more intensive interviews, and you need to prove. I know because my friend did it. She needed to prove that they are really married, they are really a real couple, so they need to show many different pictures of different situations together, travel. Yeah, but my friend, yes.
But this was in Daegu as well, so.
Where? So she showed pictures about them being together in different places, in different seasons, and even conversations in cacao with the family. What more? Showing that they can understand each other by the language, and also when they made the interview, they made alone, and the interviewer asked something about the personal thing of the other person, and then the other person come and need to reply the same things like that. They are more serious.
That's really
with
intense
this.
now.
And also they go to check the home if you guys
I heard about that too.
are living together, is real or not. And this is why, because many foreigners just are trying to marry Koreans to be here, or just because they are Koreans but they are not in love, so they cannot give like this many visas because Hallyu and the Hallyu wave, and they are obsessed with Koreans,
Yeah. I mean, I gotta say, I wouldn't suggest getting married to get a visa. That's probably not the way. That's not what I did, by the way. I got pregnant. Whole other thing. But anyway, so yeah. Okay, so now let's talk about the F2 visa. This is a really great visa that people always want. This is the long-term resident visa. Everybody wants this visa.
I'm tired of E6 visa.
But, yeah, I mean, girl, let's get to that. Okay, so the midterm residency with more freedom. This is for long-term residents or points-based applicants. So it's based on income, education, Korean skill level. The pro is that you can work in any field with no sponsorship. The freedom in that is insane.
It's like a kind of Korean person.
Yeah.
Similar freedom. Not same, but similar.
This is like a semi-permanent, right? So this is like a long-term resident, but this, if you get the F2 visa, this makes you more eligible to go on to the F5 visa, which is your permanent resident, full-on, you can stay here forever thing. The cons to the F2, it's really hard to get it.
And you need to do tests and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And prove about the kind of amount of money and
it's crazy. Yeah, it's based on a point system. So your income, and they want you to make a lot of money too, which in this economy, girl, is not that easy.
No, it's not easy to make that amount of money in Korea.
No. And also like the points based on like your Korean level, so you have to do the KIP program, which is like the Korean language program, and that's not even just language. In that program, like level 5 or something, is all about culture, talking about Korean culture. So anyway, it's F2 is one of the hardest visas to get, and even once you get it, you have to reapply again once it like runs out. I know one of my friends, he had it, he got it, and then he lost it.
One of my ex-friends has F5.
Oh, that's
Yeah, because he was living in Korea for many years, so, and also making money.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, speaking of F5 is permanent. You can live here forever. Long-term visa holders and high-income earners, spouses of Koreans after a few years. Hey, wait a minute. I could have gotten to F5. I could have moved from F6 to F5. Dang. Anyway, there's the pro is that you don't have to renew it, because my visa, I'm F6, I have to keep renewing the damn thing every 3 years. I have to go and start dealing to get ready on that, and especially now that I'm divorced, I have to prove, like, I've got my kids, they're with me, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Anyway. But
I say I want F2, but no, I want F5.
Well, who doesn't?
And in the future, F6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing with the F5 is the criteria to get it is incredibly strict. It's really hard to get, and you need to have very strong integration into Korean society in order to be eligible for this.
Yeah.
Doable, but takes time. Okay, so D8 visa, this is business investment. This is for our investors. This is for starting a business or investing in an existing business in Korea. It's for entrepreneurs and investors. The great thing about this visa is you have business freedom. It can lead to F2 or F5.
Yeah, but sometimes you need a Korean person with you to open a business. depend of the situation.
I mean, the smart thing to do would be to have a Korean business partner because they know the landscape. They understand the way the laws work here, and they can help you navigate through all the bureaucratic bullshit that comes with any country, really. There's a lot of bureaucracy that you need to get through. So many rules, so many forms, so many steps for everything in life in Korea. So having a trusted business partner that's Korean, probably the right thing to do.
Of course.
The cons are that the high financial threshold is 100 million won, which is kind of crazy. And the business must succeed in order to keep the visa. Obvious things. But I'll tell you right now, I have an F6 visa and I have my own business. I have a legal business.
Yeah, with the F visa, you can make your own business too.
Yes.
You don't need the D. The D is in case you cannot have the F.
Right, but this can lead to getting an F2 or an F5 over time. Okay, let's talk about E6.
E6 is our specialty. Well, actually my specialty because she has F. I have E6 visa. This is entertainment visa.
Yep.
And this is the only visa which allowed you to work in front of cameras and work in entertainment industry.
Other than F6 and F2 and
F5. Of course, we say before F, but without F, only E6.
Yeah.
You cannot work with, as we say before, working holiday or like a student and blah, blah, blah. No. Only E6 or F. Okay?
Well, did you know how the E6, so recently the E6 visa has gotten very, very strict.
Yes.
You have to prove all the work you're doing. You have to prove it. You have to show it. You have to prove that you have upcoming work in order to renew.
Yes. And first reason why it started to be more strict, the government, it was because here the agencies are, I'm sorry, but they are shit. Most of them, 99%, are shit for foreigners. Agencies for foreigners. Okay, for Koreans also, but we are talking about different things. For foreigners, because they only want to make visas and then they don't focus on their artist. I know just one of them or two that they really focus in their artist, but it's mostly for dancers. For example, choreo, I know that they focus first on their artist, and then if their artist don't get the role or the shooting, they use freelancer.
They're
artists.
freelancer artists. Okay.
Yeah, but they put first their artist, and these kind of things, not other agencies that do it, which is really annoying and hard for the foreigners, the artists who are making the visa with them, because the thing is, every time you work, you need to get the money through the agency, and they get a percent from that work. But maybe you got the work by yourself. Even that, you need to get the money through the agency.
Yeah.
So it's annoying. You say, why I need to give a percent of my work, the one I found, to the agency, and the agency is not doing anything for me. It's not helping me to get in shootings.
They're just processing payments, basically, which just means they're just taking cuts for processing payments that you found the work for.
Yeah, so basically the agencies here just make to you the visa. That's all. And then you need to send your portfolio to all the agencies, and then you are getting little by little the shootings, the auditions, and as I told before, the main thing that made more strict getting the visa was that these agencies made the visas because they get money from foreigners.
I heard about that.
Yeah, which is
I know
illegal.
exactly which.
Is illegal, but all of them take the money.
Yeah.
I mean, you can pay through your work that money, but not pay in advance like 1,500,000 or 2 million to get the visa, and they don't give you any work. So they give just visa to everyone, and since foreigners don't have enough money to survive, many people made not even work. Not even means karaoke, and this is not normal.
Are you talking about working in talking bars?
Not only talking bars, karaokes.
Oh.
They go to karaokes because here karaokes are in private rooms, and the people go to a group of people go to to rent a room in the karaoke to eat, drink, and sing at the same time. And for example, if they are men, they ask for woman. Then they bring like a line of 5 women, and then they need to choose which one do they want to be their company, and how long time they want that woman to the company. And on reverse, also men. So many models were working in that because the pay is high.
But then this is not just going in and singing. There's prostitution happening.
They are not allowed to touch, but the workers there, the companies, the woman or men there who work there, if they let to touch, it's okay. Or they cannot do anything like kiss, touch, sex, any kind of things. But if they want extra after drinking in the karaoke, it's up to the person.
And then they go to the love motel.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes.
This is the main reason.
Yeah. So there's this, and there's also E6 visa holders that are doing sugar baby work.
Yes.
Which is also that. And so anyway, so Korea is trying to tighten up because they're trying to get the sex workers out because they want to clean up the country and the image, because, you know, this is not single guys doing this. This is married men with children at home and families that are using these services, okay? Like, so anyway, Korea is trying to clean it up.
Yeah, so this is the main reason why they are more strict, which I think is good, but also I think they need to check in the agencies, not only in the foreigners.
I agree.
Because the agencies are taking advantage that the foreigners, we need to make an amount of money, in this case 6 million per year, to renew the visa, which you think, 6 million is not that much. It is when you don't have many shootings, or even if you have shooting, the pay is really low. Really low.
The pay is getting lower though because they because
agencies
keep bringing in people who are not actually actors or not actually like, you know, models. They're just bringing in like lifestyle models all the time, and then like that means that people are going to start accepting, there's too many people, so people are accepting lower pay because they just need to get something, because when you have an E6 visa, you cannot do any other work at all. Nothing. You may only work in front of the camera, that's it. So anyway, with that said, basically, yeah, like people are accepting lower pay, which is driving the whole industry down, because then all of the people that are like, all the agents are like, oh, well, I can get away paying for 12 hours doing a music video. I can pay this person $100 for 12 hours. That's insane.
Yeah, the first time I came to Korea, a music video offered me 300,000 per 12 hours, which is really low.
That's low too.
But now they are paying like 100, 120.
Sometimes $50. I heard that there was one music video recently where the people were paid $50, and I was like, how? Let me tell you too, the conditions are not good. They're not bringing you coffee. You're out in the cold. You're standing up for hours on end. You've got like it's hard.
Sometimes they give you food, but not all the.
They give food.
They give food.
They give
because
food.
it's many hours and it's mandatory.
But one time I was like, they had like a coffee truck, and we went over to try to get coffee, and they were like, this isn't for you, and we were like, oh god, sorry, like, and they were rude. So anyway, my point is like, yeah, don't come on the E6 unless like.
But is the scouting people, the casting directors who are getting the casting director from that agencies, as I told you before, the agencies get the profile from many different. For example, I'm in agency A, but agency B, C, D, E, all of the agency has also my profile.
Yeah.
So they don't
Freelance.
focus. Yeah, they don't focus on their artists only. They only focus on make money. And I hear many times that it's not the production team of the production company of the shooting pay low. It's not that.
It's the agents.
The agents who scout you, that agents take a big amount of that, because I hear
it's not regulated.
Yeah, Yeah, they don't.
The government should regulate that agencies are only allowed to take up to 30% or 20%. That's it. And they should have to prove that. This is just my opinion because I think it's getting so far out of control. There's too many foreigners here to do the E6 visa. There's like not enough like regulation on the agencies. And then there's also a lot of human rights stuff. Like I've had my kids be on shoots where they were not treated appropriately as children, and then they worked overtime and didn't get paid for overtime. Excuse you? You're taking children's money away from them, and they worked hard. They were there for 12 hours. That's wrong. Like, kids should work. Like, if kids are in that field, like, they should only work less than 4 hours.
Yeah.
Like, and then even too, you go to some shoots and they put the kid at the end of the schedule, but the call time they put in the middle of the day, and you're like, why is my kid here till midnight? The kid could be done. You should have put the kid at the schedule right at the beginning. Get the kid done, get the kid out of there.
Exactly. So many times I saw the post, the same shooting, the same audition from different people, different payment.
Yes.
And I saw the real post from the production company. It was this was crazy because they offer 1 million. And the agent who contact foreigners in a cacao group, no, less.
How much?
Like 150. And I was like, how much money are you getting? And the thing is, foreigners, the artists, never know the real payment. Never, because they cannot get in touch with the production company. Why? Because these agents, every time they ask your profile, they say delete your phone number and or your social media. Mm-hmm. Then the production company cannot contact you directly, only through the agents.
Mm-hmm. Like here's the thing, the agents need to make money.
And they don't send you the contract. So you never see the contract.
This is the thing too. Why is there no contract ever? See, this is the thing. Don't get into entertainment here. Just don't do it.
It's crazy.
If do something else. It's not worth it. Everyone's like, I want to be in a K-pop video. Really? Is it worth it?
And because of that, because many students and tourists go for free in music video just to be with the idol or they like or doing extra in dramas for free because they wanted to see their actors. Their industry is getting more down. So the people who really have the E6 visa or F and we survive just because of this work, we cannot live. 6 million a year. Do you know how hard it is to get 6 million in 1 year? And 6 million is nothing. It's like 500,000 won per month.
That's your rent. Your rent's not even covered.
No, my rent is 850. Plus gas, water, blah 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 blah. Okay, so if it's hard to get 6 million, no, it's not worth it.
It's not. But I mean, like, the thing is, because you've been an actor for 10 years.
Yeah.
I'm also an actor. So, like, we're doing this because this is our actual profession. We're not just coming here and like, oh, I want to be famous in Korea. No, this is our actual profession.
I was doing acting in Spain for many years, so...
I was a singer back in the day, but, you know.
Yeah, but it's entertainment at the end of the day, so...
And, like, anyway, yeah. Let's off this subject. E6 is very limiting, very stressful, not easy to get anymore. We've had a lot of people that we know that have been rejected recently.
Yes.
And they're back home and they got rejected. Some of your friends. So anyway, yeah. Your best bet, probably come here as a student.
Or working holiday.
You don't have to live here. Just come in to be a tourist. Just come and tour for 3 months. Go home.
3 months.
Work.
Live the experience during 3 months. And in the future, if you want to come back again, just come another 3 months and live another experience.
Like, there's no doubt to me, like, Korea is an incredibly special place. And I am so in love with this country. I love it here so much. But, like, my path, personally, has been really hard. You too. You've had a rough time too.
I was in minus red color numbers in my bank in Korea, which never happened to me in Spain. Never.
I don't mean even just from a financial standpoint. I mean like just like all the things that you can go through that we've talked already a little bit about, but like, you know, dating culture here, getting used to the food, which is amazing by the way, but there's like just the differences in your culture to this culture, the language barrier, getting married with a Korean, getting divorced with a Korean, having babies here.
It's easy to get married with a Korean because Korean men these days feel like they are the best in the world because many foreign girls, many foreign women are obsessed with Korean men because of K-pop and K-dramas. So they feel like they have the power and they just use foreign women for the experience. So this is something that you need to know.
I mean, yeah, there's so much. And I do want to, like, in a later episode, I really do want to talk about domestic violence in Korea because that's a very huge, important, and personally I've dealt with in my life here. So I want to get into that as well because I do want to bring awareness to domestic violence in Korea for women to understand. The numbers are staggering. You're not going to believe it. So anyway, today we talked all about visas, the different denominations of visas, and in a later episode we can go on and explain a little bit more about the process of how to apply, or you can just check out ChatGPT and it will tell you exactly what to do.
We are not saying that don't come to Korea, that Korea is the worst place of the world.
Korea is the best.
No, Korea is amazing. I love Korea, that's why I'm living here, but you need to be aware that it's not easy. It's good but not easy. It's beautiful but not easy. It's really hard in many ways. First, it's hard to get the visa. Any visa is hard to get it, and after that it's hard the life here, and it's hard the work here. It's not easy to get money. As I told you before, I was in minus red color in my bank account once. I was stressed. Every month I'm still, many people think that because we are working in entertainment and we are working with idols and this stuff, we are wealthy. No. I'm struggling every month. For example, before I told to her, I don't know how I'm going to pay the next month rent.
Girl, I'm in head to toe Temu, okay? I mean, not this. This is from Zara. This is my one little splurge. But, like, yeah, I think this, though. Life is hard anywhere, so you want to pick somewhere that really matches with you. If you feel that Korea really matches with who you are at your core, then, my God, make it happen, make it work. But you're going to work really hard, and you're going to have to be strong as hell, because nothing grows you up like being an expat, a long-term expat. Nothing makes you strong like being a long-term expat.
Yes.
Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please leave us some comments and ask us some questions, or if you have some experiences, or if you have some stories, or if you have anything that you want to talk about or you want us to mention, you can send us an email, write us your story, and in the next episode, we'll read it out for you.
Yeah, and also if you are in Korea and you want to be a guest in our podcast, you can do it. Also request by email, and share this video with other people and share the channel to spread out the word about as an expat in Korea.
Well,
and then more people can learn about.
Alba and I are kind of like the foreign unnies that we know a lot about living here. So if you guys need any information, or if you want to talk with us about anything to do with living in Korea or living as an expat in general, please just drop us a line, let us know, and we will do our best to answer as quickly as we can. So anyway, thank you again for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and we will see you in the next one, which will be next Sunday.
Yeah. Bye bye.